Sloggett, have you got your 10 set?
Certainly have. Right,
What's
mate.
going on for the
Looking
boy?
forward to
Right,
it.
so don't think about it too much. Just throw it out there, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Goof or reg?
Goofy.
Film or ride?
Well,
Whoa.
this is you said just say it, but I've got to before the session decide one or the other these days because I just get really frustrated if I try and do both. Because I either go home either not riding enough or go home with not enough footage. Which
Yeah.
is both really annoying. So
You
like
can't satisfy both.
before I go riding, I've got to decide, especially with the e-boarding, I've got to decide whether I leave the board in the car and do filming or I just ride my board these days. Sorry, that's a long answer to your
No, that's
quick
fair enough, man.
question.
Your
So what- it
heartstrings
doesn't
are
matter.
pulling, aren't they?
It depends which one I did last time. Depends on the weather. Depends on who riding. Depends on
Yeah.
if we need to film. Yeah.
So does one stoke you as much as the other, just in a different way?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't get a ride in, as long as you've got a good edit out of it,
Yeah.
you're
100%.
still
I'm happy
going
with
home
that.
smiling.
Yeah.
Fair enough then, isn't it? Right. Favourite centre, past or present?
Bugs.
That's past and present then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one though. It is good there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah. It's where I grew up, basically, at Bugs boarding.
well,
Yeah.
this year was the first year I'd ever been there.
Really.
Yes, I'd never been Bugs before, and I've been there probably 3 or 4 times this year, I reckon. No, maybe 3.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I used to on a Friday night after school, back when you used to get rail cards and the trains weren't an absolute fortune. I think it was like a 10 quid or 15 quid or something to go to Gloucester from here. And used to turn up, Bugs or AJ used to pick me up from the station.
With your tent.
With my tent and my board, yeah, and spend all weekend riding with Emlyn and Ben. Yeah.
That man needs a bit of credit, as we said. AJ.
Yeah.
watching, like-
AJ like that, like, sorry, I've really gone off your 10 set here, so we'll come back
Sorry.
to it. Yeah, AJ, like, a huge part of riding for me. Like, he gave me, like, when I snapped that board I was talking about earlier, the fat face one, I snapped it at Bugs one day, and AJ didn't hesitate to get me an old, like, high board out the shed and give it to me so I can keep riding, like, stuff like that. It's done for me the whole way through, so massive thanks to AJ.
Yeah. AJ, Bugs, Nina.
Yeah, and Bugs
she's
and
good.
Nina, like, just they were parents to me basically back then, and still are really. It feels like family going to Bugs even now.
Oh, that's
So,
good for you.
Yeah,
and everyone who talks about their local centre when they come on,
it probably says the same thing.
it's the same thing, but they
Yeah,
give
but
a
that's
shout
what
to
it is,
different
all part-
people.
yeah,
and
yeah,
it just
yeah, yeah.
shows that these centres were an important part of people's growing up,
Yeah, 100%.
because
Yeah.
they spent a lot of time there. Like they used to do at Ride the Hill, we used to do annual passes, and the parents would just buy them from at the start of the year, and they could come every day of the week if they wanted, whatever days were open.
Yeah,
And it did become like you become like
it's like
babysitters.
it's like a youth club. I know, like
Yeah,
Hales.
exactly that. Yeah,
Like Hales was the same. Like, there's a load of kids at Hale. Well, they're not kids anymore, but they all went there, and like Mark Hale and stuff were like a father figure to those kids, and like they've come up from a young age and still part of that crew to this day. Like, so obviously there's some bad influences in there and good influences, but like it's that whole family thing, isn't it? Though, like it's
Yeah.
special. Yeah,
every family's got that whacked up uncle anyway.
yeah.
That everyone loves, which is why mountain boarders are all such nice people, because it's
Yeah, well, I'm not saying I'm Nina and Buck, like that whole Bugs. A lot of it was like I had my first Stella when I was very young at Bugs boarding. Like, they teach you life lessons.
Right. Favorite rider? You can have past or present on that.
it doesn't have to be best rider either.
No,
Scotty chose his. Scotty chose Andy Brewdog. We've had a lot of Tommy K's. We've had Leon Leon Robbins.
Tom Kirkman, like, definitely up there for me. Like, is the guy I looked up to for the whole riding career, really, and still do now to like filming and everything. But I don't know, like a load of good riders. Don't know that whole crew, and like Reece Crilly and stuff were like used to look up to loads, still do. And Emlyn as well. It's still like Emlyn's probably my favorite rider just because I know it's going to be an awesome session when I'm riding with Emlyn.
Yeah, he's your boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy.
Right. Freestyle or BX?
Freestyle.
But you're a fucking good BX rider as well.
Yeah, but it's never been a thing for me at all. I just do it because it's happening, like at a comp or whatever. When I have to, I've not ridden many times. Like I went into filming comps and stopped riding comps quite early on, but I only ever did border crosses because that's where everyone was, and no one wants to ride the freestyle with me. So yeah.
All right. Park or free ride?
Park.
Front side or back side?
Front side 3s, back side 180s.
Yes.
I think someone else has said that, isn't it? One of the BFC lads said that.
Yeah. I know Reece was down with the backside ones.
Backside ones.
Freaking love a backside.
Yeah.
Mountain or woodland?
Woodland. Nothing better than riding an e-board on like single mountain bike tracks in the woods.
Yeah, exactly that. That's where I'm at the moment. Best border cross track? When you just said you don't like border cross.
Out to grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's had a couple shouts as well.
It was pretty incredible back in the day.
Yeah.
Big air or rails?
That's a difficult one. I don't know. I'd say big air now, but back in the day I would have said rails.
Was you a rail rat, were you?
Yeah, I'm scared of rails though these days.
Yeah.
I've not actually hit a rail in ages. I need to do that. Yeah.
I've gone off rails. I broke 3 ribs on a rainbow rail on my skateboard about 18 months ago. Don't like them anymore.
Yeah, I don't really know why I stopped liking rails.
I smashed my chin open.
I never really had anything like that where I've like had like a bad situation on one. I just stopped.
Maybe we all need a rail session next time we see each other.
We definitely let's do that. But like board slides, I used to be able board slides are one of the first tricks I learned before doing 3s or anything.
Were they?
Yeah, just because it was like, I don't know, it was just something that I saw the other guys doing and I was like, that's sick, I want to do that. And I remember just like when I was younger, just like almost doing it like drills, like just constantly doing it, constantly stacking until I
hug the barrel, get down low, arms out forward, keep your weight.
So I used to just do board slides with my eyes closed, but now like they scare me, which is super annoying. How you leave stuff like that. But yeah, let's have a rails session next time.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Right.
Go on.
No.
Right. I got 2 more.
every 10 set, I'm like that.
It's good because it opens up other stuff. Up and like,
go on, Dan. What are you going to say? Go on.
Oh, I was just going to say the rails on snowboards doing rails on snowboard made me want to come back and ride more rails on mountain boards again.
Okay.
I those little fun parks in France. What's the one under the main lift coming up? Verdun.
Yeah.
Fun park there. Those boxes and rails in there were just so much fun.
I think that's maybe what put me off board slides though. Actually, when I think about it, because I was always so because like learning board slides on a mountain board and like on the MBS boards or on the Pro 100 and at the 95 had the same. It's like a little curve underneath.
That sort of beveled.
Yeah. So like it was like never a chance that you're going to catch your edge doing a board slide. Yeah. And then that's all that went through my head doing it on a snowboard is like, the edge is just going to stick on this rail.
Any second there.
So I think that's actually what stopped me doing board slides. Was snowboarding. Yeah.
Right.
Right, we don't go snowboarding this winter. Get your rail back out. Get your poly pipe back from your mum.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, get down the end of that garden,
Well, this is
start
it.
digging
Now,
through all the
we
weeds and get it out.
We haven't even spoken about it. Why I'm stood up this whole time and not sat down. But when I'm better, I will. I will do some rails. Yeah.
Right. It's a date. Right. Flip or spin?
Spin.
Right. Last one. Favorite tramper rider?
Oh,
Well, this is
at least you're working from home at the moment, so whoever you do upset.
do you know the worst bit about this is? Yeah, the worst bit about this is that whoever he chooses is going to be, oh, that's cool. But
No.
there's not just going to be one pissed off person. There's going to be 5 of them all going, could have fucking chosen.
No, it's actually it's funny actually. I was thinking about this earlier because I was thinking Sloggs is going to ask me the 10 set, and at the end, because I've listened to all the podcasts, he always does this thing where he's like, I'm starting beef with some riders today. We are. I knew you were going to ask me that, or like similar question, and it's an easy one to answer because, like, I'm always keen for going riding, and if I was at Trampo working the day, like, don't know, filming wheels or something shit like that, and we wanted to go riding in the evening, if I went into the workshop and was like, who's coming riding, Nathan would always say yes out of anyone. Like, Sonny would make some shit excuse like he's got to go do something or I don't know what, but like without fail, Nathan will always be up for it. So Nathan for sure.
It's a good shout.
So, and I'm saying that because now Sonny and that everyone else has got to put their ideas up and
Damn right.
for coming riding.
Damn right. If Sonny wants to maintain his bloody Open Championship, or if he thinks he can muster up the bloody Masters this year, good luck.